Good evening. This is a beautiful auditorium because I told Sunil when we talked that it's compact and you can make eye contact with each person, which is so useful. So when Prashant first asked me suggested this idea of TiE Talks, I said, what can we do that is different and address a topic that's largely ignored in our conversations? Because we have TED Talks that share ideas to inspire other people to do great things, and they do a fantastic job. Most of our TiE events are about how to be a better entrepreneur, how to grow your business, and it has lots of best practices and so on and good ideas. But the one thing we don't normally talk about is the human and the personal side of that equation. So we thought, okay, TiE Talks could be something that we'd invite people who have had, I'm going to say long careers, I'm not going to say how long, because I was told not to mention. And when you reflect back and package what you've learned roughly into two pearls of wisdom, one professional and one personal, I think that we hope will, and the fact that it's being videotaped, will have a chance to curate this wisdom as they have reflected it. Again, as I said, this is not advice or best practices. It's really what they reflected and discovered about themselves over time. And we really hope that that'll click with some people who are on that same journey in earlier years. So that's the intent of TiE Talks. And I hope today that's what you'll get to see. And the other difference is most forums of this nature do not have the opportunity to ask questions. So the speaker shows up, does their thing, and disappear through a slit in the screen. Don't try that, you'll hit the walls. There's nothing behind. So today we've allocated over 30 minutes for questions. That's the key. So please be prepared with your questions, because what Sunil has to say will be applicable to some, click for some, stick for some, but there'll be many more questions that I hope it generates, given the extensive nature of his life experience. So for our first TiE Talk, we chose Sunil Wadhwani. His experience is extensive. Hopefully you got to read his bio, so I'm not going to go over that. But the cool thing is, he's not only a serial entrepreneur, a philanthropist, and the aspect that I enjoy about him is he reflects a lot. He's very considerate and thoughtful about things that he does. And that was the goal of bringing people who've had a wide range of experience so that we can curate diverse perspectives, points of view that hopefully, as I said, for some, it may work now, for some it may work years from now. And that's the idea of having it available on YouTube, on TiE Talks. The other thing was, I've had the privilege of knowing Sunil for over 20 years now, so he's only 25. And the beauty is, I've seen him start, merge, and sell companies on one side, as well as start nonprofits and even an educational institution. So the range of experience is considerable, and what gets people like this motivated to do those things is a cool question to ask. And so we hope we'll get to hear some of that today. And lastly, as I said, you'll have the opportunity to ask questions for quite a while. We'll have two people on either side to take your questions or point out, and because everything is being videotaped for posterity. So the other thing I bet on was knowing Sunil. If I asked him to speak, he would take this very seriously. And over the last 8 weeks, he's reflected over many years of his life and actually prepared to share his reflections with you. And for that, I owe him a great piece of gratitude. And I hope you'll get to really enjoy that. And he's going to share his reflections today under the title, You Want to Be Happy? Get Mad. I'm not going to tell you what that is. So please join me in extending a TiE Pittsburgh welcome to the Managing Director of SWAT Capital, the founder of Wish Foundation, and the Wadhwani Institute of Artificial Intelligence, Sunil Wadhwani.